The city of San Francisco was home to a pivotal chapter in the story of birthright citizenship in the U.S. In 1898, the Supreme Court ruled that a man named Wong Kim Ark's birth in the city to Chinese immigrant parents made him a U.S. citizen by the authority of the U.S. Constitution.
The 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution is very, very clear in terms of who is an American citizen. It's any child who is born in the United States. You are a citizen.
That amendment, adopted in 1868, was intended to ensure that millions of formerly enslaved people became Americans following the Civil War. Wong Kim Ark's landmark case 30 years later would test how widely it would be applied. Wong Kim Ark was born in 1873 in a building that was on the site of what is now a school in San Francisco's Chinatown. Even then, the area was home to a small but thriving community of Chinese immigrants who came as part of the California Gold Rush. In 1895, Wong Kim Ark was detained after returning to the U.S. from a trip to China. Anti-Chinese policies were on the rise at the time, notably the Chinese Exclusion Act, which sought to basically stop immigration from China completely.
He worked for
Wong Kim Ark's descendant, Norman Wong, who lives near San Francisco today, says he believes the fight, while successful, took a toll on his great-grandfather.
Only the few were willing to stand up because, you become a focal point. And I think that probably, that was on him for the rest of his life. As long he was in the United States, he had to watch his step.
His case, though, changed the life trajectory of millions of Chinese and other immigrants to the country.
Our families have tended to come to the United States, and regardless of how we came, children born here are citizens, and that has transformed the way our cities and our states, our country looks.
Wong's legacy is now being tested. U.S. President Donald Trump's executive order challenging birthright citizenship is sparking renewed fears in immigrant communities.
I really thought it was just a footnote in history, and Wong Kim Ark would be a footnote in history. It should have been a settled question. Why isn't it?
States and cities, including San Francisco, have already sued the Trump administration, saying the executive order is unconstitutional, and a judge has ruled that for now, it can't be enforced. It may ultimately come down to the U.S.'s highest court again, though, to determine what the U.S. will look like for now and in future generations. Ira Spitzer, CNA, San Francisco.